You're listening to the Aha Moments of Success podcast, an audio journey to your success.
And welcome to Aha Moments to Success podcast. I'm your host, Anita Heidema. This podcast is about helping you stop stressing and start successing. Successful entrepreneurs share their life and business events and aha moments that have transformed their lives into their dreams. Good morning, everyone, and bring on the new year. Today, for the Aha Moments for Success podcast, we're going to be talking about tips and tricks for you for the new year and really for every day. New Year's is a great way to bring things on, but it's always good to reevaluate and look at things in your life that are important and you want to change on a regular basis, because you don't want to end up having a really bad 2018, waiting for 2019 to make the changes. Really, it should be something immediate that you do throughout the year. But the new year is a way that a lot of people want to look at things and they want to make these changes. So here are some tips and tricks that we're going to be able to give you in today's podcast to be able to help you to get to those goals. Happiness and success are two big things for me. I'm assuming something similar to that is what your root success is and what's most important for you. So today we're going to go over some of those things that are going to help you to bring on the new year and to bring on those things that are really, really important for you. So how was 2018 for you? For some, you want to put it behind you. You're saying, bye-bye, I've had enough. For others, it really hasn't made that much of a difference because they live a rich life. And if you follow me and what I talk about, rich life means all different areas. It means your life, your business, but it also means what is important for the mind, body, and soul, as well as success in financial and a lot of those external things. So it's what's most important to you in living your rich life. So some people do it on a regular basis. So, what does 2018 mean for you? What do you want to bring on for 2019? Either way, 2019 is a new beginning for some and a growth and a creation of what you want it to look like. And it's important. You can create it. I've been through this numerous times. It's happened in my own life. It's happened in my client's life. You can make and create your life. You have to believe and put together attraction and action, which we're going to get into a little bit. So today we're going to bring on some tips on where we're going to incorporate that in your daily life and how that's going to be really important for you. So for 2018, if anyone follows me or knows the details, I've got two businesses that I'm running. And for 2018, it was very, very important to get Passionate Cooking going and this new international dinner program going. So, you only have 24 hours in a day. So it was important for me to work in my business for Anita Heidema. So I worked really hard with my clients one-on-one. I worked very hard with them in the mastermind program that my clients are in. I worked very hard with my VIP clients. And I didn't do as much promotion. And I really didn't actually need to do much promotion because a lot of my business comes word of mouth or through Google. People have found me through Google, or they found me with somebody else that has had a success in my programs and what I do. So I concentrated on those areas because it was doing well for me, and I put more time and effort into Passionate Cooking and my second business that I do with Dario, and creating more around food and lifestyle around that business. And it was very important to launch our International Dinner Club. So every year looks a little different is what I'm trying to say, and how you're wanting to create what you're doing. The year for me previous, I was doing a lot more promotion. I was bringing people into my programs. I was doing a lot more speaking to bring people into those programs. And through that, I've been able to create a vibrant business that has been able to bring clients word of mouth now into my business, as opposed to having to do speaking. So it's been very good in that way. So every year it's good to look at where you're going. It's good to look at what the trends are. And it also is good to look inside yourself and where you are. Are you burnt out at this time? We need to think of how we're going to balance those are. To have a rich life, you have to have a balanced life. And it's very, very important. in what you're creating. So for this year, I'm going to be doing more regular podcasts, which I know a lot of people have been asking me about. I'm going to be doing a lot more of the Ask Anitas, which a lot of you have been asking about. And these are my free resources that I offer to people everywhere to be able to listen to be able to create more in their life, to understand sort of where my rhyme and reason is that I work with my clients that are one-on-one to create success. And this year there's been great success with my clients, and we'll be talking about them over the year, and who's done what and who's gone where, and how they've created success and balance of their life. Because to have everything tilt one way, let's say you've got all the riches you can come up with in your business, but there's no happiness and love and family and friendship and creation that you need in other ends, depending on what that is, of course, for you, then it doesn't mean anything. And vice versa. You could be living on the streets and be happy in what you're doing, but there has to be that sort of balance on where you're wanting to create and where you're wanting to go. So today we're going to talk about how do you do that for 2019. And like I said, I changed my 2018 and my lookout and where things are going. And it was very, very strategic in what I did. Very strategic. Some people, they would send me messages and say, are you still doing things? Are you still working in your business? And oh my gosh, I was, but it was in a different way. And so that's why it's very, very important to look at your business and how you want to create it and where you want to go and how you want to develop it. And that's what we're going to go with here now. So there's two things you can do. You can download my free Rich Life and Business Kickstart that is on AnitaHeidema.com on the website. And you can follow along in that area, or quickly you can pause and grab a sheet of paper, a line sheet, and draw some lines on it. So I'm going to pause for a few minutes, or you can put me on hold for a few minutes. And if you could grab a sheet of paper so we can go through a quick chicken scratch type of thing on where you want to go and how do you create that for yourself for 2019. So I hope you got your piece of paper, or you're able to download the Rich Life and Business Kickstart that is on the very first page of my website, AnitaHeidema.com. It's free. You can download it. It's a little bit more in depth than what I'm going to be doing with the lined piece of paper, but it gives you a little bit of an idea. And for those of you that are at the gym listening to this or in the car listening to this, just follow along and get an idea of where I'm going, and then come back to this podcast or even go to the Rich Life and Biz on the website, because it explains a little bit more detail of what I'm getting into here, and be able to really create and bring on the new year and do things on your terms. So whether you've got the download from our website or whether you've got a lined piece of paper, I want you to think of one goal, one thing that you want to create for 2019. So we're going to break it down as one goal. So I'm going to give you an example of what I want to do for 2019. And I've got all areas in my life that I have this. I have a handful of goals that I am working from. They are balanced goals. And in my Rich Life and Biz, I do show a chart that gives you what that balance is in all different areas of your life. So you need to have something that's personal. You need to have something that's family related. You have to have something that's health related. You want to be able to have something so you've got a well-rounded idea of where you want to go. So just pick one goal that's really, really important for you. So for me, it's health. My businesses are very successful right now. My clients are very, very happy. I'm doing well in those areas of my life. Yes, can I be doing better? Could I be doing worse? Yes, but I am successful and happy and content in my way. So what I want to do is be able to create things in health. That's really the number one goal for me. And the reason for that is I'm getting into my 50s. I want to be active. I want to feel good. I want to have a long life. I've had a lot of friends around me that have developed illnesses. Some of them, they haven't been able to help. Some of them, they have been able to help. And I want to be able to do the best I can to make the best of me so that I can have those things. And life is going to bring on what life's going to bring on. But if I know that I've done the best I can towards that, health for me is a top goal. And like I said, I have 5 of them, but this is a top goal. So on a sheet of paper, I want you to write down your one goal on the top. And then I want you to put a line down the center of the page. And then I want you to put down 2 lines across the page. So basically, you have 6 segments to the lined sheet. And again, if you go to AnitaHeidema.com, you can download the Kickstart Rich Life and Biz. That might make it easier for you, but I want to be able to have you to have something that you're going to be able to work from here and to be able to create. So now I want you to understand why you want this goal. I want you to feel it. I want you to really understand it. And everything I do is broken down by attraction and action. Attraction, some people think is a bit woo-woo, but it's journaling. It's really feeling what you are in the moment in that goal, because that is what's going to help create it. And you can't just do that. You need to be able to have the action part of everything you do. And again, it's all in the Kickstart Rich Life and Biz free download, but you have to have all of that intact. You know, I've gone from, my meditations to the soft side of my business to the very hard side of my business that gets into the deep finances of where you're going to go in your business and really getting strict and clear on your target market. And it's so important to have both of those things to have a balanced life and a balanced goal in where you're going to go. So for me, for my health, as I mentioned, I want to live a long life. I want to be able to see my children's children. I want to be active with them. I want to be skiing into my later years. I want to be able to go scuba diving. I want to be active. I want to live a long life. I want to feel good. I want to wake up and have that bounce in my step. I want to walk, around the neighborhood. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to get as much energy in within a day. My children got me this Garmin. I want to call it a Fitbit, but it's a Garmin. And I've put certain goals in this watch, which I've never really had before. And I've put myself that I want to do 10,000 steps. I want to do certain things. So that's the action side of things. But I'm putting things towards that. So I want you to think of what that is in your goal that's going to make you want to do it. It's one thing to say it. It's one thing to feel it. And why? Why do you want to do what you want to do? So for me, it's a long life, an active life, and to feel good. I don't want to wake up feeling miserable. I don't want to, wake up thinking negative thoughts and crappy. I want to be feeling good. So I want you to write that down on the far left section. So the very far left, you're going to have attraction, and the very far right is going to be action. So I want you to write down what that is that you want to feel, why you want to do that goal. The why. And a lot of the why is around what your root success is. If anyone has ever talked to me or know anything or followed me, root success to me is what that is most important to you, because everyone has a different root success. There might be some that are more common than others. And even my license plate reads root success, because to me that's what runs you, what your core is, what's most important for you. So now we're going to get into focus. So now we have the ideas of what we want, and now we're going to put down what that focus is. And that focus is a little bit more detailed, of course, than it would be for the other parts. So I want to get into weight. For me, a little bit of weight loss is important. Number 2 is food. I want to be able to look at what I'm putting into my body, which I do already anyway now with Passion's Cooking. I'm very clear on what I'm doing. I do juicing. I do a lot of those things, but I just want to tweak it that much more to make sure that I'm of optimum fitness. And number 3 is exercise. Exercise to me is really important. Getting to the gym every day, understanding that I need to bring my heart rate up. There's a great book out there, Younger Next Year. I love following it. He talks about, every day you have to bring your heart rate up. And there's just social aspect. And there's so many things around fitness and when you're in your 70s being like a 50-year-old. And that's really important. So I enjoy following that book. So if you get a chance to read it, that's good too. So weight, my one focus around weight is going to be intermittent fasting. I really believe that if we can give ourselves a little bit of fasting time within that, that's one thing I'm going to concentrate on. Food, I'm going to call myself more of a flexitarian. If anyone's heard that phrase before, I'm hearing that more and more, and I'm going to be talking about it a little bit more in Pasha's cooking as well. Flexitarian, do more vegetables. Be more of a vegetarian, but you know what? If some kind of meat comes my way or fish comes this way, I will do it. But think of more protein that you're going to be able to get in other areas of your life so that you don't end up having so much red meat, chicken, fish, those type of things. So I'm looking at myself as being more flexitarian. So I want to focus on that. And then from there, I'm going to break down what I'm going to eliminate and what I'm going to keep. I'm going to create this as my own terms. I've done some metabolic boosting juices. I've done some immune boosting juices. I've done a lot of things around research that I know from what I've been developing that's going to help with the weight loss and the food part of things. So that's going to be in Pasha's cooking as well. But this is sort of my own little creation of how I'm going to do it. And then exercise, working with a trainer, getting to the gym. I love spinning. I love yoga. I want to bring more of those back. And also weightlifting is very, very important as you get older to build that bone body mass and get that strength. It's very, very important. So I've got a routine that I'm developing around that. Also, I talked about the Garmin. I'm going to make sure that I do 10,000 steps in a day on top of all of this. So when it says that I've been sitting too long in front of my computer or with my clients, actually, the end of just a few weeks ago, I was jogging as I'm talking to my clients, and they're laughing at me because I want to be able to still continue what I'm doing, but still make my goals, and that's important. And actually, I think I was probably thinking more, than normal because I had the blood circulating through my brain as I was working with my clients. So that's the second section that you're looking into action. And then, of course, you get into balance. And like I mentioned in my Rich Life and Viz program, my 4-week program, I have a balance wheel. And it talks about the different areas of your life. And as you can imagine, you want to be able to make sure that you're not lacking in any area. Some people, they might not have as much of a family life and they can put more time into other areas. But then maybe add in some more of a social aspect, join a group, a rock climbing or some kind of a travel group, or do something a little bit different in those areas if that's not something that is normal. And other people, they have too much of a family and they want to be able to have some more for self, and you've got to be able to find those barriers with family and how you can create for yourself, for your personal or for your business. You need to be able to find where that barrier is. So based on my goal for health, to live a long life, to be active, feel good, I want to be able to work on my weight, food, and exercise. And how am I doing that? Intermittent fasting, be more of a flexitarian, and also have an exercise program in place that I'm going to stick by. Add those into my calendar. Those are the actions. Those are the things that are very important to me, and I do not miss those days. And that's really important to carry on. And then as you look at that, you want to be able to think in a balanced way. You don't want to spend your whole life around health and just doing the health, and then everything else falters. You need to spend some time to work on your business, or you need to spend time with your family. You need to spend some time on self. Those things are really, really important as well in carrying things out. So when you look at attraction, you look at all of those, and that's the far left corner. Find ways that you're going to be able to visualize and to be able to keep on top of this. Because as we know, I think it was 3 weeks, 16 days. It's eluding me right now, but it's your habits fall. You need to have 21 days to build those habits. And a lot of times we set these goals and we forget about them. So the big thing is to look at this daily, to be able to add it in somewhere as a reminder for yourself. But part of the attraction part of it is to make sure you journal. Every night before you go to bed, write down what those goals are that you're going to be doing for that day. Intermittent fasting, I'm going to be eating between this time and this time only. Flexitarian, I'm going to be able to have this and this for our meals today. I'm 100% not going to have this, and this. For exercising, I'm getting up at 7, I'm getting up at 5, I'm getting up, whatever that works for you. If it's in the evening, I don't know. For me, it's always better in the morning. And then being able to add that in there. So making sure those actions, making sure those daily things are in your mind on a constant basis. So this is sort of it in a nutshell. It's a very small way of doing it within a podcast. It's good to be able to have the attraction and action in everything you do. Journal, write things down, understand why, understand how you're going to focus on those things and how you're going to get there. Add in those things into your schedule and how you're going to be able to do it, and do it in a balanced way. This is how you're going to make your 2019 rock. This is the way you're going to make things happen in your life. And you have to keep consistent, and you have to keep going at it. So again, hopefully the line sheet will help you in what you're doing, because not everyone wants to download things. But again, I have the Kickstart Rich Life and Biz that's online. Head on over to AnitaHeidema.com where you can download it if you'd like, or if you can just use a journal to write it down if that's how you prefer to do it, or you can follow with my program. If you're wanting to have more to the Rich Life and Biz Kickstart, and you want to have someone that's going to motivate you, somebody that's going to help you make sure you concentrate on those right things and not get all frazzled. And that's what happens is we set these goals and we're going to do this, and we put so much in our day. And we need to take a breath and really understand what our root success is. Focus on what that's going to be for 2019 and how we're going to do it in a balanced way that's going to bring success and happiness and joy and health and all of those things into your life for 2019. So now's your time. Go on over to AnitaHeidema.com if you want to do it that way, or use the sheet that you've got that we work from here. Add your other 5 goals to it and break that down. Add them into your daily life and make 2019 rock. So the podcasts are going to be coming out again on the regular basis. A lot of people have been asking. The Ask Anitas will be coming out. We'll have some great interviews for this year. We'll have some great topics that I'll be coming on with. Again, with Passion is Cooking, we've got our International Dinner Club. So if you're looking at getting out there with friends and cooking and having fun, we've got that over at Passion is Cooking to sign up to, and you'll get recipes sent to you the first of every month, so you don't have to look for recipes in a different country. We're going to be doing February 2019 is going to be France, and then it's going to be Italy. The first 2 months are free. And that's it for 2019. And I hope you had a great 2018. And I'm hoping you're going to rock 2019. Come on over to connect with me if you want on social media. If you want to speak to me or have a revitalized session, or you're interested in a VIP day to really get strong and fast and clear on where you're going to go, come on over to AnitaHeidema.com. Come on over to contact, and then ask in there for a link for me to get in touch with you, and we will make it happen. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and again, have a great 2019, and I hope that you're enjoying listening to this. If you have any other comments or questions or anything else, I'd love to hear from you. Anything else you want to listen to or hear from or know from, I love hearing from you. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and that's it for now. Take care. Bye-bye.